Hi guys, so breaking news. So finally, New York City's, or the New York State governor, Kathy Hochul, has finally bent the knee to the incredible, intelligent, smart, the Democratic Socialist of New York that's running for mayor right now. He's the candidate because he won the primary back in June. Zohran Mamdani, she has finally endorsed him. After months of waiting it out, she finally endorsed him. And this is what she says on Twitter on her account. She made a New York Times op-ed about it and explained why she's endorsing him. The New York City deserves a mayor who stands up to Donald Trump and makes life more affordable to New Yorkers. And she says that's Zohran Mamdani, and she tags him. And you can read the op-ed. You just go to Kathy Hochel's X account, and it gives you the link. It's in the New York Times. And she explains why she endorses him. She says, "My entire career, I have embraced the happy warrior, can-do spirit that meets any challenge undaunted. I and other New Yorkers have seen that in Zohran Mamdani. Public life is an extraordinary privilege. It should never be about power for its own sake, but rather always making it the lives of others better. Some will say Zohran Mamdani and I are unlikely allies. A mom governor from Buffalo and a 33-year-old assemblyman from Queens. To me, that's the beauty of this moment. What New Yorkers deserve right now is not grievances or grudges, but steely resolve to fight like hell. Zohran and I don't see eye to eye on everything, and I don't expect us to. I will always reserve the right to disagree honestly, to argue passionately, but I also believe that New York City are at their best when we stand together against those who attempt to tear us apart. For all those reasons, I am endorsing Zohran Mamdani in the upcoming election for mayor, and I look forward to working with him to ensure that New York City's best days lie ahead." So there you have it. It's really, truly amazing how all of a sudden people are surprised that the top leader for the Democrats in New York is endorsing the Democratic nominee that won the primary. What a shocker. That's where we're at right now. And of course, her critics are already attacking her. Donald Trump already commented. He said this is really a shocking news, but he said he's going to watch this very closely, and that now he threatens New York for not sending funds if he wins, but of course he's going to win. Oh my God. So what's crazy is that I just saw that Jamie Raskin has endorsed Zohran Mamdani. That's why it was really, really big, because Kathy Hochul's endorsement pretty much paves the way for other major established Democrats to say, okay, fine. She did it, now let me just do it. They have to get in line with this. Zohran Mamdani is very popular in New York City. He is gaining momentum. He's ahead in all the polls. The recent poll, he is up 43%, now is up to 45% after Kathy Hochul's endorsement. This is huge for him, a huge boost. I mean, he was already winning, and there was discussions and debates saying that I don't even think he needed their votes, like Chuck Schumer, the senator, Jeffries, and from the House minority from the House, or Kathy Hochul's. I don't even think he needed their endorsements, but this helps. And it just shows that his momentum cannot be stopped. He will be the next mayor. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy for him. I really am. And, Zohran Mamdani, all he wants to do is just try to make people's lives more affordable. Because obviously the way the establishment and the status quo has been so far, it's not working. If anybody that lives in New York knows, it is so expensive. New York City tops the top 3 as the most expensive cities in the entire world. Not only the country of the United States, but the entire world. Shanghai and some other city ranks top 2. But now, New York City tops the top 3. And New York City once used to be at least in the 20s or 25th in the world. Now it's the top 4 out of 5. It's insane. And Even when someone's making at least $200,000 to $300,000 a year, you still don't live comfortably because the rent is so high, price is so high, everything. And Zohran has talked about affordability. He wants to make buses free, fast and free. He wants to freeze the rent for rent-stabilized apartments. People really get that clear because I think people get confused that he's going to freeze everything. No. There's 2 million New Yorkers are under rent-stabilized apartments, and he wants to freeze that. And his critics are saying he can't do that. Yes, he can, because the mayor of the New York City can appoint the rent-stabilized unit committee out of his disposal. He can do that. And they did it before. Blasio, before Eric Adams, the disgraced mayor, he did it twice. And look, New York City survived. It was fine. It can be done. You just have the political will to do it. And of course, Zohran's going to do it. Of course he has a mandate. It's so clear. Everybody was shocked when he won the primary. I wasn't. I saw it on the ground. His momentum, his ground game was extraordinary. This is old-fashioned politics that has long been kind of like disappearing. And everybody's just been so used to it, especially the Democrats, especially in really deep blue cities. They're so used to saying, oh, I don't really need to put in the hard work of getting voted in because I already know that I got this in the bag. So I don't have to put in the hard work, the ground game, the excitement that people have been craving for a long time. And Zohran has been doing that. This is old-fashioned politics, and it's really working in his favor. The media, TikToker, the 2-term, now 3, I guess this is his 3rd term assembly man now. It's really been just amazing to see. He came out of nowhere. And the disgraced former governor, Andrew Cuomo, which just disgusts me. He thought he had this in the bag. It was very disrespectful just to think that he can just go in there and say, oh, I'm going to run because I have my name. People know me. Bro, you were governor for 3 terms. And what have you done? You're the reason why we're in this mess anyway. You applied to all these bills that made New York so unaffordable because of you and your disastrous leadership. And Eric Adams didn't do any better. So yeah, finally, so this is big. And I feel like, we have 50 more days, I guess 49 now. And we just can't wait. And I know now with Kathy Hochel's endorsement, more are going to fall in line, as they should. They need to just do it now. Because it's inevitable. He's going to win.